What is going on, First Descendants? Boy, do we have some exciting news and a lot to talk about. We got a beta, we got a battle pass, we got release dates, man. There is a ton of information, a brand new UI breakdown. There is a lot to talk about today. We're going to dive into it. So if you love the First Descendant, hit that like button, because if you don't, you won't be able to play with your favorite First Descendant. So hit that like button. All right, fellas, so let me get off the really important stuff first, because I know that's the reason you clicked on the video, but trust me when I say you're going to want to watch this video to its entirety, because there's a lot of changes that have happened in the game that you're going to want to know about. All right, it's a completely new game. Now, there is going to be a brand new beta before the release date of the game, and it will be announced very, very soon. So make sure you guys keep it locked to this channel, because we're going to let you guys know when it's happening. And yes, you're going to be able to play it on all consoles and all systems. And it's coming soon. So make sure you guys get ready, guys, because there's a brand new beta coming out confirmed by the developer. Now, the great thing about this development team, guys, that I love is the amount of transparency that they have. I mean, if you see other development teams, like, you know, you get like a little bit snippets here and there, but for some reason, these guys have been so transparent. They're so transparent that they even want to communicate with us. And even with the barrier of language, they don't even use a translator. These people go over and beyond. They even use a translator to communicate with the fan base to be able to let them know about the news. So once again, guys, a beta is coming soon. Release date of when that beta is coming, we don't have it, but it's going to get announced very soon. In addition to that, guys, we do have the official release date, not set in stone, but we have the time frame, and it is coming summer 2024, confirmed once again by the developer. The next thing we have is battle passes. There's going to be a battle pass, and they say that this is going to be a very nice looking battle pass. And there's also going to be cosmetic skins that people are going to love and enjoy. So make sure we stay tuned for that. Now, let's talk about the main important thing, guys. The few changes that were made to the game, because they said one of the main concepts that they had when going into the game from the prior beta. And that's why it's important, guys. If you play these betas, if you give you guys this feedback, not only to me, or you give it back to their community, it's super important, because we relay this information to the development team, and that gets things done, and this team seems to be listening. So they said one of the main things that they talked about in the previous beta was the issues they were having with the UI, that the UI wasn't as clean and as, you know, as nice as possible. And they said when people rated the UI, they give it a 3, and to them, that's not satisfied. They're not satisfied with a 3 out of 5. So they went ahead and made a couple changes. And here's a cool feature they added, which is a brand new feature that I love and I feel fits so perfectly with this game. And I'm pretty sure if you play any loot and shooter, this is by far one of the most requested features that no one seems to do. Only some companies do, and that is loadouts. So they said, we're excited to announce that the most frequently requested function, loadout, is being added. Loadout is largely divided into 3 categories: the Descendants module loadout, weapon module loadout, and integrated presets. To get a little bit more into detail, various model settings for the Descendants and weapon loadouts can be set to save in advance. Additionally, the module loadout of the Descendant or weapon currently in use can be switched regardless of the location when you come into combat. The preset function can be used up Descendants, weapons, and even modules. However, in a case of a preset that can only be set up on Albion or at the field camp. In order to accommodate the increased diversity of content which will be available at the time of the official launch, we believe that utilizing and management of various settings and strategies are essential, and the development team is working hard to develop such functions to increase the importance. And here we see a couple pictures we already, as you guys are seeing here on the screens, the inventory looks completely changed. As you see, they have 2 Lepex. One has a loadout. He has his weapons. He has his reactor and external components, which is really cool. Here we see a nice little snippet of you being able to rename the slots, so you guys could have different slots for your character with different loadouts, which is really awesome. And I feel like this is a huge game changer, because that makes it, you know, whether you're doing a mission or whether you're going to go do a raid or you're just going to go do some farming, you're going to have a different loadout for everything. And being able to set that loadout is a huge changer. Let me know in the comment section with the like button or with a comment if you like that loadouts are actually coming back, or if you're excited that they're actually adding loadouts. All right, so the next thing they did was improve the menu. Okay, so they said the first things that they did, they changed the entirely layout of the in-core menu to make it a little bit more user-friendly, and added a couple new features that are going to make the menu more diverse and easier to navigate. For map-centered menus, various content including maps and new features such as journals, achievements, libraries have been included, in addition to improvements that have been made to the map control method. On the prior one, in order to pursue potential information, you would need to use your gamepad around the menu to be able to carry this out or drag your mouse. However, that was a lot of feedback that the action as it stands was not intuitive. Therefore, they separated the mouse and gamepad operation so you can see the control, so you can control the map by clicking and dragging the mouse. Furthermore, we improved the convenience of the overall gamepad control itself by supporting the menu movement through the D-pad. So please look forward to that. So they went ahead and changed that the way you navigate the menu. Not only on keyboard and mouse, but also on controller, which is something I feel like I always be like, yeah, there's a lot of controller players out there, so I'm glad they've invested time to not only fix it for the mouse and keyboard, but also controller players as well. One thing I gotta give them a high five for, guys, is this: they went ahead and improved the equipment information. One of the biggest issues that that you had in the game is that there was a lot of items, but there was a little bit of lack of information. And they said that now they've improved the equipment information because they want to make clear and they want to be able to deliver the information because it's the utmost important part of the equipment. You want to know what it does. You want to make sure that you know exactly what each are doing. So based on the reactor equipment that we're seeing here in the pictures, reactors and equipments can be greatly influenced at skill performance. However, despite the need to convey a lot of information through tooltips, we believe that the information is not displayed very intuitively. Therefore, we have improved the tooltip to display information in the following segments: base power, compatibility with current Descendants, and detailed changes in power for each skill. Also, when comparing reactors, the changes in power for each skill will be identified, helping players to pick the correct reactor. As you guys are seeing here in the image, we're able to see all that information right in front of us, which is awesome. And I'm glad they actually did this because, sometimes these games are a little bit like overwhelming for some people, and being able to see that right in your face and seeing the difference of what everything does, it's super duper clear. Now, if for some reason you're struggling to figure out what it does, that's what you have us here for, man. We're going to break down everything, weapons, reactors. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel to stay completely informed on everything the first Descendant. Another thing they did was improve the content reward information. So a lot of the things when you were going to different areas in the map, you weren't able to be super clear on what you were able to get from that particular area. Now that has been officially improved, which now you're going to be able to hover over the menu and you will be able to see, like you can see the difference here of what you're able to get. You're able to see the weapon, you're able to see reactors, you're able to see all sorts of different items you're able to get from that particular mission or that particular environment, and the things that will drop from that specific location, which has me extremely excited because whenever we're farming or looking for a specific item, knowing where to go is super duper cool so you can farm it, okay? Because farming locations are like a key component to these type of games, and having to figure out where to go, what to do, it's always a pain, but having it right in front of your eyes and knowing where you need to do to farm these materials, these modules, or for specific weapons, it's super key. They also went ahead and did a little bit of changes within the library to you be able to see exactly where you go. They cleaned up the menu just a little bit so you know exactly what section to navigate the map. It looks very clean. I actually like it. It does look a little bit more, it looks a little bit congested in my opinion, but I feel like you can literally see where everything's at. So, I mean, that in that sense, it's better. But I do feel it's just a tad bit congested in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Now, for some reason, guys, you missed my previous breakdown of what the development team talked about on the map environment and the open field environment. I made a video a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, going over that. So I highly recommend you guys stop by and check that out if you haven't already. I'll link it down below in the description, and it's probably appearing right now on the screen. So go check that out if you haven't caught that already. But I'm extremely excited for this brand new beta. Let me know if you guys are excited. What system will you be playing on? Please drop it down in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.